Yeah, I cut the pipe and I forgot that I had the valve closed above the pipe. This is what I end up with. Water everywhere. Well, not that much. Still just annoying. Clean this up before I track it around the house. Yep. Yeah, gallon of water, 4 liters, more or less. Shop vac time. Uh-oh, I'm going to sneeze from the dust. Achoo! Woo! Yeah, that works. Whew. I hate these monster shop vacs. I like a nice compact 4-gallon, 12 liter. Achoo! Yeah. Click. Yeah, where am I going to plug this thing in? At least it has a reasonable cord. 12-foot, 4-meter cord. Crank her up! Oh yeah! What a racket! Get out of town. Holy cow. How are you supposed to have a life with a vacuum like this? Jeez and crow. Now I just sucked in one of my bolts. So I gotta retrieve it. Yep. Alright, I gotta tighten those down, and I'll keep you posted as to my progress. Lots of tools, huh? Well, so far so good. Got my 12-inch nipple, 8-inch nipple, my isolating valve flange, got my pump installed, got my rubber fittings in between, got the bolts installed, I got my upper isolating valve, I've polished the copper a little bit, polished up that with some real rough sandpaper. Steel wool. I got my piece of scrap pipe removed from this. It was kind of interesting. I was clanging away and ding ding ding. I was singing a song, but you weren't watching there. That piece was in there, and I heated it up and I tapped it up. This piece of scrap copper, thin wall, type M, red stripe. I stick this in there like that. That drains the system if I want to, and I'm going to cut that right there in a sec with my cordless DeWalt grinder. Grinder up! Not high enough speed, it's grabbing. Well, almost all the way around. Almost only counts in horseshoes. Yeah, leave a nice burr there. Cut my finger on. I do have a pipe wrench. But can't spin it. Of course, I could have taken this off. I'm going to polish those burrs off and then sand it a bit and get it nice and shiny. Because no matter what, your solder will not stick to dirt. You've got to sand it and polish it till it's bright. Just like that. Bright and shiny. Wants to focus on that instead of focusing on my pipe. Hang on, I'll put it on macro. There. Macro. There's even a button where I could make it focus on the center or focus automatically or focus on following whatever's I'm videoing, and who knows, too many options. So, goes there. And I'll pull that flange back off so I can engage that and that, solder everything up, and it'll be done. Hook up my wire and crank her up, fill it up with water, drain it. Check my text message. Lithium ion from Africa, slave labor. Boy, things are speeding along. That's tight, that's tight, that's tight. This is all slid into place. Everything's lined up reasonably square and level and plumb. Tighten the crap out of those. And I'm going to change the direction of this handle because I don't like the way it flips down like that. So they got reversible handles. Just unscrew this and put it on that way. Oops. There. Now, doesn't take much. Now, they're both facing the same direction. Off. Oops, do I have it on zoom? Flow. There, same direction. Cool, huh? Here's your drain. All I got to do now is solder the joints. Want me to show you how I do that? Really want to watch this stuff? Compared to yesterday's video, this is boring crap. That guy with the 1500 and the Ford F350. Epic videos. That's like the guy in Arizona that was going down the mountain with his 4-drum brakes and the cracked junk tires. He was a good guy. Good guy. Where's my solder? Right here. Got the solder. Got my flux. Flux is acid. You liberally put it on the joints. What do you see in that lens? I'm listening to the radio, by the way. Medical Monday. Repeat. We'll crank this little torch up. Crank her up. Put her flux. You heat this baby up, and I forgot to bring a rag, a wipe down rag, and my water to put the fire out. You heat it up evenly, kind of, sort of, maybe. You dribble in a little bit of solder, and I'm sure some plumber's going to have a comment on how I'm doing this. Don't keep the heat on it when you got the solder in the joint. I know. Heat it up, take the flame away. I know. You wait till the solder gets sucked in like a sippy cup. That's the problem with this YouTube. Everybody knows more stuff than me. There's a little bit of solder around it. I mean, a little bit of flux on the solder, rather. Pardon me. joint nice and clean and neat. I'm overheating it, I know. There. And we go down to the one just below it. That one's already done. That's messy. We'll go down and do this one. I'm going to close that. Shouldn't get any solder into the valve. And wreck it. Or wreck the valve. You get solder into the ball, and it won't close. What's the point of having a valve if you can't close it? Whee! Got fire? If I had some water here, I could splash it on the valves. It shouldn't melt the seal. I forgot to bring my water bottle. Now I got an overheated valve. Luckily it's monster size. So usually I give it a little spray and then I wipe off the flux, otherwise it turns all green in a year or two. And believe me, those year or twos go by. I've been doing this now for 20 years. And I've seen my old jobs. There. If I had a little bit of water, I'd spray the valve. Shouldn't melt the seal that's just below this, but it's a big one. I didn't heat it up too much. I should have brought a crappy rag with. Probably have one in the Suburban. There. That's it. That was simple. What time is it now? Probably getting on to 9 o'clock. 8:30. I started here at 5:36, 6 o'clock, a couple hours. Just got to do my electrical connection. Whoop. Bag of screws. Do my electrical, turn the water back on, and get that pump up off the ground. I don't know why they put it down so low. There's no reason whatsoever. Why put it down there when you can just shift everything whoop up here? Kitchen. Alrighty. We'll crank this up real soon.